Because of the Italian influence?
Yep.
That makes sense.
And also because it's a loud city.
Right.
Maybe loud cities and people are not loud.
Interesting. Well, I don't know. Paris is a loud city, and they're kind of loud. New York's a loud city, and they're loud. New York, loud city, loud.
But Buenos Aires, then you tell me.
I've been to Buenos Aires.
Then you find it louder?
I found it louder in New York.
You go to a restaurant and you know everybody's loud.
Maybe not me because I don't speak Spanish, but yeah.
You know, on one side, you know. One thing I did yesterday,
That's funny. That's very funny. You know everybody's life.
yes, you do.
I think that's funny. I just like the way you said that.
The bus, the subway, people are yelling. Telling stories. Bragging about what I did last night on the floor.
Very good. Okay, so we got to do the regular Kati Kaddish, watch the Layla Layla. Do you have your outline?
No.
The outline, we made some additions to make sure that we've got everything we need.
What addition? We don't have that.
I just put in the Layla Layla
Oh, I see.
and the stuff for
Yeah, it's a gift,
Yamida.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's a traditional, so we can add it, if I remember.
Yep. And the Hasidics afterwards.
Aledor Vador is a melech.
You knew that though. Can we do that with the Zim?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just a blessing at the end.
Morning, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Shana Tova. Gmar Chatima Tova. That's the way we greet each other during these 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We still wish each other Shana Tova, Happy New Year. But we also add Gmar Chatima Tova. May you finish with a favorable verdict, right? On Yom Kippur. And so it's something that is amazing that I learned during this last week. It's about this week's Parsha Vayelech. Vayelech means, and he went. It's talking about Moses. It says, Vayelech Moshe, and Moses went. But it doesn't say where he went. It doesn't say Vayelech Moshe. But this is something that I was thinking, this was Moses' last day on this earth. Something that some people sometimes forget when we read this parsha. He's talking about the last day of Moses' life. And it strikes me the way he was still going. You see? He was still going the last day of his life. Usually there is a point in our lives that we say, okay, enough is enough. We stop going. But no, Moses kept moving forward. He realized even the last day of his life, there was probably something else that he could do in this world. Something to improve, something to give to others. And this is the thing. The rabbis teach in the Mishnah that in Rosh Hashanah 3 books are open. One for the totally righteous. One for the totally evil. And one for the people in between. But it said the totally righteous immediately inscribed in the book of life. Totally evil immediately inscribed in the other book. But then he said, and everybody else, which is probably most of us, they're in the middle, right? But you know how the people in the middle are called? Beinonim, which means mediocre. Mediocre. So I don't know you, but how do you feel when somebody calls you, you're a mediocre? Not so good. So the rabbis say that this period between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur should be a period that we should aim not to be mediocre, but to be extraordinary. We want next year to be inscribed in the book of life immediately because we are such righteous people. So this is a time to remind us, don't settle with mediocrity. Keep moving, Vayelech. Keep moving towards greatness. The way Moses kept moving towards greatness until his last day. That should be our lives. And also, when you come to synagogue, that's exactly the same thing. You know, sometimes we come to synagogue for a while, we start understanding the prayers, we know we have to stand or sit before the rabbis announce that, right? Eventually we learn how to follow the instructions on the Amidah, that's great, but keep moving. There is always something else to learn from the services. There is always something else to learn about your spirituality, your way to connect to God. Don't settle with the level you were last year. Take this new year to reach a new height, a new level. So again, welcome everyone. We welcome all of you who came here in person to celebrate Shabbat with us. And we also welcome everyone watching online on YouTube and listening over the internet on TuneIn Radio. Welcome everyone. Let's begin with our service with the morning blessings. Page 5, please rise. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan la'aseh v'vina le'avchem ben yom u'ben layla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorihim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Israel. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeh ha'kibrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish harumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokeif kefufim. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehudahi, Tehudahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, rokah haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, hamayehi mitzadei gaber. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, ozer Israel migevura. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatavi, Shenatatavi, Tehodahi, Tehodahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, ozer Israel v'tifarav. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, הנותן ליעף כוח. You may be seated. So we can continue now on page 8, Psalm 150. Let's praise together the name of God with hallelujah on this first Shabbat of the year. Hallelujah, El Bekodosho, Hallelujah, Birgia Uzo, Hallelujah, Bigurota, Hallelujah, Kerov Gulo, Hallelujah, Bedeka Shofar, Hallelujah, Benek Bekinot. Hallelujah, Betofu Mahol, Hallelujah, Bemini Beuga, Hallelujah, Betzil Tzalei Shama, Hallelujah, Betzil Tzalei Trua, Golan Shama. Please rise for the mourner's Kaddish, page 46. Itgadal ve'itgadash me'irabah. Ve'almad niverach hidutei ve'yamlich malchutei ve'chai echon u'v'yom echon u'v'chayei lechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'bizman kariv ve'imru amen. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא ולעילא מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירם בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו amen. You may be seated. We're going to continue now with the Shochenad on page 10, second paragraph. Shochenad marom vekadosh shemo בפי ישרים תתהלל ודברי צדיקים תתברך ובלשון חסידים תתרומם ובקרב קדושים תתקדש. Bottom of page 10, the חצי קדיש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי דבה בעלמא דברה גילותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל בגלה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילא ולעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה Please write for the Baruch. I don't know if you noticed for the Mourner's Kaddish, for the Chatzi Kaddish, during these 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we changed it a little bit. Instead of saying Le'ela Mikol Birchata Veshirata, we said Le'ela Ule'ela Mikol Birchata Veshirata. Basically, Le'ela Mikol Birchata Veshirata means beyond blessing and song. Right? So we are talking about God, that God is beyond blessing and song. And during the high holidays, we said it's way beyond blessing and song. But this is the interesting thing. Even though we realize that God is beyond blessing and song, what we do is blessing and song. Right? But it's also, we're at that, the Kaddish is all about recognizing how God is mystery. At the end of the day, we can praise to God, we can sing to God, but at the end of the day, God is mystery. Why God does what God does, yeah, we can try to guess, right? The same thing, we can try to bless, we can try to praise, but at the end of the day, God is mystery. Let's continue now trying to bless the name of God with Baruch. Page 12. Baruch את Adonai Amevorah. Baruch Adonai Amevorah Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or uborech Hoshem oseh shalom uborech et hakol. You may be seated. As we are going to continue now with one of the blessings before the Shema Israel on page 13, V'yare Eineinu v'Toratecha, enlighten our eyes in your Torah and make our hearts cling to your commandments. This is something very interesting because there is a phrase during the high holidays, this is in Yom Kippur and on Slichot, that we say, there is Ashamnu Mikol Ha'amim. We have transgressed even more than the other nations. And then I think, is that true? That we transgress more than other nations? I mean, I wouldn't say that Jewish people doesn't have any problems, but to say to ourselves that we transgress more than other people, that I think is a little harsh. Well, but the rabbis explain the difference is we have the Torah, and we should know better because God revealed to us the Torah, so we should know what to do. So our responsibility and our accountability is even higher than other nations. We have that special responsibility. And I was reading during the week this something that happened to Ronald Reagan in 1984. I don't know if you heard this, that before a radio interview he was joking, right? He wasn't on air yet, and he said, we are going to start bombing Russia in 5 minutes, right? And thank God that microphone was not live, because even though he was joking, right, because he was who he was, it would be international chaos. So sometimes you have to realize who you are and whose you are. And we have a specific and special responsibility. So that's why we pray. God, please let us see our responsibility. Let us understand it. Let us cling to your commandment, to your mitzvot. V'yare Eineinu, page 13. V'yare Eineinu b'Toratecha, b'Toratecha v'tavek libeinu b'mitzvotecha, b'mitzvotecha v'yare Eineinu b'Toratecha, b'Toratecha v'tavek libeinu b'mitzvotecha, b'mitzvotecha v'yachet levavenu le'ava u'lidat et shemecha ve'lo nebosh le'olam va'ed, ve'lo nebosh le'olam, le'olam va'ed. Ki בשם קודשך הגדול והנודע בטחנו נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך והאל עינינו ותורתך ותורתך ודבק ליבנו במצוותיך ומצוותיך. We prepare for the Shema Israel. Baruch Ata Adonai הבוחר בעמו ישראל באהבה. Page 14. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. 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 I love the festive spirit that we put into the Shema Israel, which is, by the way, very appropriate for this period between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. God willing, we are going to talk more about that during this sermon. Now, let's continue on page 17 with our song of victory, the Mi Chamocha. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot oseferet. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot oseferet. Aleinu Adonai tzvaot lemor Kedosh Yisrael Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai Mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh Nora te'iros Moshe Pele Baruch atah Please remain standing for the Amidah. Very special Amidah today. It's the first Shabbat of the year. So it is something special about it. Actually, it's the anniversary of the first Shabbat in creation. But on top of that, the rabbi said that during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we can get even closer to God. The fact that God is closer to us examining our deeds could be frightening, but could be also an opportunity, because that means that we, at the same time, are closer to God. So the Amidah is always the opportunity to have a close conversation with your Creator. So I believe this Amidah is even more so. So it's an opportunity for us to open our hearts and to share with God our joys and our sorrows. Because God, that doesn't matter if you have a joyous conversation with God or a conversation with God because you are in pain. Because the most important thing is what you're doing is establishing a relationship with your Creator. So if the words in front of you are appropriate for that, by all means use them to read the Amidah from the book. Otherwise, you will have an opportunity to use your own words of prayer. If you are using the book, remember today we have special additions because it's Shabbat Shuva, the Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So be aware that you may have to change a few things here and there. Page 18, the Amidah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Lea Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor ve'Anora El Elyon Gomel Kassadim Dovim Ve'Konei Akor Ve'Zocher Hasdei Avot U'Mevi Goel Linei Meihem Leman Shemo ve'Ahava Zochreinu lechaim Melech hafetz b'chaim V'kodvenu v'sefer ha'chaim Lemancha Elohim chaim V'kodvenu v'sefer ha'chaim Lemancha Elohim chaim Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Zrat Sarah Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai Mekayem et imata Rav le'oshia Morid atal Mekalkel Chaim Bechesed Mekayem betim Berachamim Rabim נופלים ורופא קולים ומעתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עבר מי כמוך על אמונו ומי דומה מלך מבין ומקיים ומצמיח ישועה מי כמוך ברחמים סוקר את צוריו לחיים ברחמים ונאמנת להחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. Bottom of page 20 נקדש את שמך בעולם כשם שמקדישים אותו מלוך כל הארץ יעבודו העז וקול רעש גדול אדיב וחזק משמיעים קול מתנסים לעומת צרפים לעומתם ברוך יאמרו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומך מלכנו תופיע ותמלוך עלינו כמחכים אנחנו לך מתי תמלוך בציון בקרוב וימינו לעולם ועד תשכון תתגדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך לדור ודור ולנצח נצחים ואיננו תבינו מלכותך כדבר אמור ושליוזך על ידי דוד משיח צדקך ימלוך עלי לעולם אלוהי ציון לדור ודור הללויה page 22 לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך קדושתך נקדיש בשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם לעולם ועד לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך כי אל מלך גדול גדול וקדוש גדול וקדוש אתה כי אל מלך גדול גדול וקדוש גדול וקדוש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני המלך הקדוש. Let's continue with your own private Amida. Remember, if you're using the books, to mind of the additions for Shabbat Shuva. Once you finish your prayer, please feel free to be seated.
Playing for you, just getting everything ready. 1 second.
The special version of the Kaddish Shalem for the High Holidays, page 32. Gadal Gadal Shemeraba Be'alma Dibrakilutein Be'yamlich Malkutein Be'kayekon Be'yom Omechon Ufkaye Dechol Bet Israel Ba'agalam Uzmakani Ve'imeru Yesh Meraba Memor Le'ella mikurikata veshirata Ushvekata venekemata la'amidam be'alma Ushvekata venekemata la'amidam be'alma La'amidam be'alma Ve'imeru תתקבל צלותיהם ועודון לכל ישראל כדם מבואון משמיה והימרו והימרו יש למרבה שמהיה בחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל והימרו ויאמרו עושה שלום ברמב"ם יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל Amen. Okay. Let's continue with our Torah service then. Page 33, please rise.
Very good.
ויהי בנשוא אהרון ויאמר משה קומה אדוני ויפוצו אויביך וינוסו משנאיך מפניך כי מציון תצא תורה כי מציון תצא תורה ודבר אדוני מירושלים ברוך שנתן תורה תורה ברוך שנתן תורה תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
אחד אלוהינו גדול אדוננו גדול שמו.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Gadol Shemo.
גדלו לאדוני איתי ונרוממה שמו יחדיו. לך אדוני הגדולה והגבורה והתפארת והנצח וההוד כי כל בשמיים ובארץ כל בשמיים ובארץ כאדוני הממלכה והמתנשא לכל ראש רוממו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו והשתחוו לאדון רגליו קדוש הוא רוממו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו. לי 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 לי
You may be seated. We're going to switch books to the red Etz Chaim Chumashim. If you didn't grab any on the way in, I think Alice Weissman is helping to pass out a few of these red books so we can follow along with the Torah reading today, which, as Rabbi Mas mentioned in his opening to our services, from Parshat Vayelech. Quite often, last week's Parsha Nitzavim and this week's Parsha Vayelech are combined. But as we are completing a leap year cycle, we have these two Parshiot split. And so today for Shabbat Shuva, we just read Vayelech, which is chapter 31 in the book of Dvarim, the book of Deuteronomy. And you can follow along beginning on page 1173, starting with the first verse of chapter 31. And as Rabbi Mas mentioned, it's the beginning of Moses' last day, Moshe's last day. So very important day. And though it's spread out over the last several Parshiot, just one second.
Sorry, I don't see it. Thank you.
And so it details a few things over the last day of Moshe's life, some of which we get to read in synagogue this week and next week, and some that we actually don't see on a Shabbat, rather, is what I mean. We always read in synagogue, but we don't see on a Shabbat until we see it on Simchat Torah, the very, very end of the Torah. So it's always kind of a little bit of a weird feeling, right? We don't, after reading it week after week after week, the Torah, we don't get the very end. We never get the very end on a Shabbat. So you have to come back on Simchat Torah on the morning of Tuesday, October 22nd, which is a day that not a lot of people catch, but it is such a powerful moment because it is the end of the Torah, and then of course we begin it again. But getting back to today's Parsha, focusing on Vayelech, we'll see a number of really important things talked about in today's Parsha. First, that Moses is going to die. We see the age that Moses is, and today it's funny, where it's fitting, we're celebrating a number of birthdays as part of the Torah service, and one of the expressions we have is, may you live to be 120, which we're reminded today was the age that Moses lived to, and is representative of a full life, 120 years. It's referenced really early in the book of Breshit, and here at the very end of the Torah, we see Moses reaches that age, 120. So we keep that in mind as we celebrate a few birthdays. And with Moses getting ready to die, we need to appoint a successor. So we'll see repeated references to Joshua, Yehoshua bin Nun. And quite interestingly, for the first time, very fitting as well, God will call to Joshua God's self for the first time, right? Usually it's God through Moses speaking to Joshua, and the other times that have been referenced earlier in the Torah where Joshua will be Moses' successor. Here we are going to see God address Joshua directly, which is also very interesting. And because these things are so important, they get repeated a number of times. Most things in this Parsha are doubled. Twice we'll learn that Moses is going to die. Twice we'll learn that Joshua is the successor. And twice we'll have references to Moses writing something down. The other really important thing that is highlighted in today's Parsha is the idea of writing down the Torah. You'll see a lot of references to this. There's also reference to a poem or a song that will be written down as well. Both the Torah and the poem, the song, to serve as witnesses basically after Moshe dies. Because the other undercurrent here is that once Moses dies, the people are going to stray, that it's a foregone conclusion. It's a little bit upsetting, but we'll see all of this play out over the course of the next 7 aliyot. So let's get to it. Bonnie Robinson is going to start reading for us, again on page 1173, beginning with verse 1. V'yazor v'yashil l'chol ha'chosim bo v'namar amen. Hakol avogoda l'Eloheinu tnuch v'l'Torah tamod.
Leah bat Michael v'Chava.
Leah bat Michael v'Chava l'Aliyah Rishona. Baruch shantan from Yisrael b'dushato. Ve'atem advekim b'Adonai Elohechem. Chaim kochem hayo.
Baruchu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol hamim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayelech Moshe vaydaber et hadvarim ha'ele el kol Yisrael Vayomer Alehem Ben Me'av Esrim Shana Anochi Hayom Lo Chal Ohod Latzeit V'Lavo Adonai Amar Elai Lo Ta'avor Et Hayarden Hazeh Adonai Elohecha Hu Over Lefanecha Hu Yashmid Et Hagoyim Ha'ela Milfanecha V'Rishtam Yehoshua Hu Over Lefanecha Ka'asher Diber Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Sheni, our second Aliyah, is next, and the first of our birthday celebrations, as we're honored to call Sharon Allentuck up to the Torah, page 1173, verses 4 through 6. Tamod, 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 Sarabadova Levi Veshendo, Laliyah Shniya.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai Haborach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. V'asa Adonai lahem kasher asa l'sichon ulog malchei ha'emori ulartzam asher hishmidotam untanam Adonai lifnechem v'asitem lahem kechol hamitzvah asher tziviti etchem Chizku ve'imtzu al tir'u ve'al ta'artzu mipneihem ki Adonai Elohecha hu ha'olech imach lo yarpecha ve'lo ya'azvecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misheperach Avotenu Avram Yitzchak Yaakov Sariv Karachav Leah Hu Yevarech Et Sarah Badova Levi Veshendo She'alta Hayam Lichvod HaMakom Lichvod HaShabbat V'Lichvod HaTorah Hakado Ulehodod Al Kol HaChasadim Asher Gamala Elohim Miyom Hivaldad Hayom Hazeh Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yishmor Otav Et Kol Mishpachta V'Yishlach Bracha V'Tzacha B'Chol Masei Yadeha Im Kol Yisrael Acheya V'Nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Sharon, who has come for an Aliyah this morning with reverence for God, respect for the Torah and this Shabbat, grateful to God for the gift of life she has enjoyed until this day. Sharon, may the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God, continue to bless you with length of years, good health, the pleasures of Torah study, and the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of Ma'asim Tovim, good deeds. In celebrating this and other birthdays, may your example continue to remind us, people may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count. And let us all say, Amen. Simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov. Lanu, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Ad 120 to 120. Many happy returns of the day. What day is your actual birthday on the English calendar? 29th of September. The 29th of September. Good. So.
My Hebrew birthday is the first day of Sukkot.
But your Hebrew birthday is the first day of Sukkot. So I love it. So we've caught you in between the English calendar and the Hebrew calendar. Great to have you celebrate on a Shabbat. Let's look forward to celebrating many more of these together with our congregation, God willing. And again, happy birthday. Continuing with Shlishi, our third Aliyah, as Bonnie will continue reading for us, page 1174, verses 7 through 9. Hanan Bell is our next honoree, celebrating his, am I allowed to say which birthday, Hanan?
You can say, because I really feel 45.
Okay. Celebrating his 69th birthday today on the English calendar, October the 5th. I just want to draw your attention in that last Aliyah, the words Chizku ve'imtzu, commands for the people in the plural. Chazak, we talked about this before, to be strong. Amatz is to be brave. Sometimes it's translated as resolute, but the idea here is we're going to see this repeated a lot throughout this chapter, throughout this parsha, as in words of encouragement. Be strong and be brave. In this case, for the people, as they're getting ready to take over this land. How could we do this without Moses, they may think? Well, you're going to have a new leader, but more importantly, you're going to have God on your side. And as Joshua needs a little bit of encouragement to take over the big shoes that he'll fill of Moses, you'll hear Moses say to him, and also God will say to him, Chazak ve'ematz. In the Sephardic community, this is what we say to people when they come up for an aliyah or afterwards. You know, we often say Yasher Koach, and then these words often get said. Isn't that right, Patrick? Right? Chazak ve'ematz? Yeah, this is a good example. Patrick following the Sephardic tradition. And so we see it here in the Torah. 1174, verses 7 through 9. Ya'amod, 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 Elchanan ben Aryeh b'Shoshana, L'aliyah Shlishit.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayikra Moshe leHoshua, Vayomer elav le'nei kol Yisrael, Chazak ve'ematz, ki ata tavo et ha'am hazeh el ha'aretz asher nishba Adonai lavotam latet lahem. Ve'ata tanchilena otam, Adonai hu ha'holech lefanecha, hu yihye yimach lo yarpecha ve'lo yazvaka, lo tira ve'lo techat, vayichtov Moshe et haTorah hazot, vayitena el hakohanim b'nei Levi, Anosiim et Aaron berit Adonai ve'el kol ziknei Yisrael.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tachenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misheberach Avoteinu Ram Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sar Rivka Rachel v'Leah U'yevarech et Elchanan ben Aryeh v'Shoshana She'ala hayom lichvod ha'makom v'lichvod ha'Torah v'lichvod ha'Shabbat u'lehodot al kol ha'chasadim asher gamalo Elohim miyom hivaldo ad hayom hazeh HaKadosh Baruch Hu yishmor oto v'kol mishpachto v'yishlach bracha v'tzacha v'chol ma'aseh yadav im kol Yisrael echa v'nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Hanan, who has come for an aliyah this morning with reverence for God and respect for the Torah on this Shabbat, grateful to God for the gift of life he has enjoyed until this day. Hanan, may the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God, continue to bless you with length of years, with good health, with the pleasures of Torah study, and with the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of ma'asim tovim, good deeds. Hanan, in celebrating this and other birthdays, may your example remind us, people may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count, as we know, you do. And let us all say, Amen. Simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael, ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, ulecho Yisrael. Ad mea ve'esrim, to 120 in good health and happiness. Happy birthday. Stay up here for the next one. Well, I don't know.
I just want to tell everyone that I feel extremely humbled that my birthday fell on Shabbat and also between the area of Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So I'm very humbled and I feel God's presence within me and around me. Thank you.
Beautiful. Well said, Hanan. Well said. Rivi'i, our fourth aliyah, begins on page 1174, verses 10 through 13. Bonnie will read this one for us as well. And our third and final birthday celebration is Rick Shatsky's 81st birthday
Not his final birthday.
of the day. Final birthday of the day. Rick Shatsky, 81st birthday, is our honoree. Again, page 1174. Yamod, 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 Yerachmiel ben Berol u'Miriam, Laliyah harivit.
Baruch Hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vaitzav Moshe otam lemor miketz sheva shanim b'moed shenat hashemita b'chag hasukot b'vo kol Yisrael l'reot et pnei Adonai Elohecha b'makom asher yivchar tikra et haTorah hazot neged kol Yisrael be'oznehem hakel et ha'am ha'anashim v'hanashim v'hatav v'gerecha asher bisharecha leman yishmeu u'man yilmedu v'yar'u et Adonai Elohechem ושמרו לעשות את כל דברי התורה הזאת, ובניהם אשר לא ידעו, ישמעו ולמדו ליראת אדוני אלוהיכם כל הימים אשר אתם חיים על האדמה, אשר אתם עוברים את הירדן, שמה לרשתה.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Misheperach Avotenu Avram Yitzchak Yaakov Sarif Karachav Leah Uyevarech Et Yerachmiel ben Berulu Miriam She'ala Hayom Lichvod HaMakom V'Lichvod HaTorah V'Lichvod HaShabbat Ulhodot Al Kol HaChasadim Asher Gamal Elohim Miyom Yivaldo Ad Hayom Hazeh HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yishmor Oto V'Kol Mishpachto Vishlach Bracha V'Tzacha B'Chol Maaseh Yadav Im Kol Yisrael Echav V'Nomar Amen. May God who blessed our ancestors Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarif, Rachel, and Leah, bless Rick, who comes for an aliyah this morning with respect for God, the Torah, and this Shabbat, grateful to God for the gift of life he has enjoyed until this day. Rick, may the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God, continue to bless you with length of years, good health, the pleasures of Torah study, and the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of ma'asim tovim, good deeds. In celebrating this birthday and other birthdays to come, may your example remind us people may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count. And let us say, Amen. Simin Tavu, Mazel Tavu, Mazel Tavu, Simin Tav, Simin Tavu, Mazel Tavu, Mazel Tavu, Simin Tav, Simin Tavu, Mazel Tavu, Mazel Tavu, Simin Tav, Yehelanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Ad 120 to 120, many happy returns of the day. When's the actual English calendar date?
Last Tuesday, October 2nd.
That was Wednesday. Yep.
3 days ago.
It was?
Yep.
You're right, I'm wrong.
Well, if it was Tuesday, it was the first. If it was Wednesday, it was the second.
You're right as usual.
I don't know. Which one is it? Is it the second?
The second.
Okay. Happy birthday. First Shabbat since your birthday, first Shabbat of the new year. Great to have you up here. We celebrated 80 last year, 81 this year, many more, God willing, and good health, happiness for you and your family, who you've brought as your cheering section for today, 3 generations of Shatsky, as we are so used to seeing. Continued health and happiness. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, sir.
Happy birthday. Let's continue with our Torah reading now. Page 1175, verses 14 through 19. Shelley Chachnoff is our honoree to the Torah in just a moment. In what Bonnie read for us, very interesting, the first of a couple references to Moshe writing down the Torah, and then this idea of every 7 years on Sukkot to read it publicly, and not just for the men, but for the men and the women and the children and all the non-Israelites as well. A completely communal thing. 7 years, because that's the big year of the remission of debts. That's good. Why Sukkot? Because Sukkot was, of the 3 pilgrimage festivals, the biggest one, the last one. Remember, Thanksgiving, the biggest holiday in the States, was 400 years ago, was inspired by what the pilgrims read in the Torah about the biggest celebration in the Torah, which was Sukkot, the last harvest, the big Thanksgiving festival. So they expected their biggest crowd. I wonder if this has something to do with the fact that Simchat Torah is tacked on to the end or just after the Sukkot celebration. Interesting. Now, of course, we don't wait every 7 years. We're part of fulfilling this commandment, this idea, every single week by being here together and studying the Torah parsha by parsha. And it's really interesting that all these centuries later, we keep up this commandment that Moshe receives from God to keep teaching the entire community, really the big thing that draws us together on Saturday morning, week after week, month after month, and year after year. Let's continue. Again, page 1175, verses 14 through 19. Tamohori Teresa bat Binyamin v'Nachama Lalia Chamishi.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai Moshe en Karvu Yamecha Lamut Kirad Yoshua V'yatzvu B'ho Moed Vatzavenu Vayelech Moshe v'Yoshua V'yatzvu B'ho Moed Vayira Adonai Ba'ohel B'amud Anan Vayamor Amud Hanan Al Petach HaOhel Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Hincha Shochev Im Avotecha V'kam Am Hazeh V'zanach Harei Elohei Nechar Haaretz Asher hu v'shama b'kirbo v'azavani v'hefer et briti asher karati ito v'chara api bo v'yamahu v'azavtim v'histarti panai mehem v'haya lechol umsa'u ra'od rabod v'tzarod v'amar bayom hahu Alo, al ki ein Elohai bekirbi mitzauni haraot ha'ele ve'anochi aster astir panai bayom hahu al kol hara asher asa hi fanai el Elohim acherim ve'ata kitvu lachem et hashira azot ve'lamda b'nei Yisrael sima befihem leman tieli Ashira Hazoled Bivnei Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Shishi is next, our sixth aliyah, beginning on page 1177, covering verses 20 through 24. Again, I mentioned a lot of things are doubled. Again, we see a reference to Moshe dying, being near the end of his life, and Yoshua needing to be the successor. And now we see reference to this shirah, this song or poem, as it's translated, which will comprise next week's parsha, the parsha of Ha'azinu, the song of Moses. And then hear that this idea that the song is going to bear witness, going to stand witness against the people, that it's a foregone conclusion once Moses dies that they will stray. Moses had enough trouble keeping them on the right path when he was alive. After he dies, they will almost certainly follow other gods, which is a little bit of a dismaying thing to read, but that's what it says in the Torah. So let's continue and see what's next. Shishi again, page 1177. Binyamin ben Gershon. Yamod Benjamin ben Gershon v'Leah l'Leah hashishit.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai L'Olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim ונתן לנו תורתו, ברוך אתה אדוני, נותן התורה.
Amen. Ki avienu el adama asher nishbati lavotav zavar chalav udvash ve'achal ve'sava v'dashen ufana el Elohim acherim vavadum v'niyatsuni ve'hefer et briti V'haya ki timsena oto ra'od rabot v'tzarot ve'anta ashira hazo lefanav le'ed li hi lo tishachach mipi zaro ki yadati et yitzro asher hu oseh hayom b'terem avienu el aretz asher nishbati ויכתוב משה את השיר הזאת ביום ההוא, וילמדה בני ישראל, ויצב את יהושע בן נון, ויאמר חזק ואמץ, כי אתה תביא את בני ישראל אל הארץ אשר נשבעתי להם, ואנוכי אהיה עמך. ויהי כחלון משה לכתוב את דברי התורה הזאת על ספר עד תומם.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
Okay, I'm doing great. Thank you, feeling good.
Final aliyah is coming. The Maftir, page 1178, verses 25 through 30. Our honoree is Simon Cohen, who will be chanting the Haftarah, coming up in just a moment. The idea here of Moses writing down the entire Torah has always been something that I think has struck me and other readers as a little odd, because the Torah is not complete as we read it in this moment, but the implication, the way I read it, is that he's writing down the entire Torah, even the parts that are yet to come, even the parts that will narrate his own death. I still to this day have a lot of trouble with this idea of Moses writing down his own death and then living it out, knowing exactly how he was going to die. Maybe the hidden message in there is much like it says in the commentary in the Etz Chaim Chumash, that Moses, like each one of us, is forced to face his own mortality. Of course, in a very, very different way from what all of us will experience, but nevertheless still, especially this time of year, to face his own mortality. Our final aliyah again begins on page 1178, verses 25 through 30. Tamod Zelda ban Yitzchak HaKohen ubracha Leah Maftira Chizki. Nice to see you. It's up.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Yavorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayitza Moshe Levim Nosei Aram Brit Adonai Lemor Lakoach et Sefer HaTorah Zeh V'samtem oto mitzad Aron Brit Adonai Elohechem V'hayasham B'chaled Ki Anochi Yadati et Meryecha V'orpecha HaKasher En beodeinu chayim achem hayo. אין בעודני חיים עמכם היום, ממרים הייתם עם אדוני, ואף כי אחרי מותי, הקהילו אלי כל זקני שבטיכם ושוטריכם, ודברה באוזניהם את הדברים האלה, והעידה בם את השמיים ואת הארץ, כי ידעתי אחרי מותי כי השחית תשחיתון, וסרתם מן הדרך אשר ציוויתי אתכם, וקראת אתכם הרע באחרית הימים, כי תעשו הרע בעיני אדוני להכיסו במעשה ידיכם. וידבר משה באוזני כל קהל ישראל את דברי השירה הזאת עד תומם.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Kol hakavod to everyone who received and accepted an aliyah to the Torah, especially to our 3 birthday celebrations, Rick, Hannon, and Sharon. Many happy returns of the day. Simon Tov, Mazel Tov to all of you. Thank you to our Gabbaim as well, Bonnie Robinson and Shelley Chachanoff, for helping out during the Torah reading. The Haftarah, which Simone is about to chant for us, it's become a fantastic tradition that I can't remember how far it goes back, many years. Every year I look forward to Shabbat Shuva and Simone chanting the Haftarah. If you want to get ready for it, it's on page 1235. You have to skip a little bit to the special Haftarot that come up. 1235. And now it's interesting, the custom changes the Haftarah selections, right? The 3 different minor prophets, Hosea, Yoel, Joel, and Micah, 3 of these prophets, sections from their books are put together, compiled together to create the full Haftarah for Shabbat Shuva. But it says that when the Parsha Vayelech coincides with Shabbat Shuva, we skip the section from Joel. Okay, so it'll be the Hosea section, and then skipping ahead to the Micah section, the Micha section. Hosea's verses talk about the importance of human repentance. The first word of the Haftarah, Shuva, of course, makes a lot of sense. Shabbat Shuva and Teshuvah, return, reform, repent. We talked about this a little bit last week in the Torah reading, the play on words repeatedly on the verb that gives us shuv or shuvah. So we see that, and then the verses from Micha are interesting. They are tacked on to the end of the reading of Yonah in the afternoon of Yom Kippur. They're the verses that inspire tashlich. In fact, the word vitashlich, you can look for that in the verses from Micha. And it's the verses that we say when we go and do tashlich. This year the weather prevented us, but when you go down to the river, the biblical verses you're supposed to use are these verses from Micha that conclude this Haftarah. So just to give you a little idea of what's coming, human repentance in Hosea, divine mercy in the verses of Micha. Just before we get to Simone's chanting of the Haftarah, let's make one more Misha Berach now for all those who are sick, using the special Debbie Friedman Misha Berach, which is on page 34 in the paperback Sidurim. First, let me call out the names of people on my list this week for whom we are praying, and then we'll have an opportunity to stand in the congregation and call out other names, add these names to our prayers, and then sing the Misha Berach together. So, this week we are praying for Julie Beth, Sarah Bat Sarah, Kathy McLeod, Shlomo Ben Rachel, Sharon Fried, Dina Rachel Bat Sarah Esther, Tova Yael Bat Dina Rachel, Eliezer Meir Ben Tova Yael, Katriel Yosef Ben Tova Yael, Chana Edel Bat Mina, David Tzvi Ben Sarah Pessel, Aviva Bat Malka, Liba Bat Gittel, Yaakov Ben Sion Ben Miriam, Karen Bat Rivka, Yakira Bat Sarah, Judy Sipe, Jolene Lip, Rona McDonald, Harav Shmuel Ben Bracha, Marcia Schwartzman, Andrea Garant, Jean Kopstein, Bracha Bat Gittel, Natan Bayer Ben Cyril, Michael Ben Chana, Chaya Leah Bat Fega, Baruch Shlomo Ben Esther Tzivia, Mindel Bat Broinya, and Ashira Bat Esther Tzivia. If you have other names you'd like to add to our prayers before we sing together, I'll invite you to stand, and we'll go through the congregation one by one and call out names. Gloria. Amen. Alan.
William Martin.
Amen. Lois. Amen. Amen. Judy. Amen. Pamela. Amen. Alice. Amen. Amen. Jerome. Amen. 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 Thank you, everyone. Let's join together in the Misha Berach, which is again in the Siddur on page 34. Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Thank you, everyone. You're invited to rise now for Hagbah and Glila, the lifting and tying of the Torah, before the Haftarah. Yamdu amagbiya v'hagolele. You're right-handed, right? Good. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe ki mitzion udvar Adonai miYerushalayim ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai miYerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Please be seated. Let me just make some quick announcements before the Haftarah, which again begins on 12:35. Hosea, then skipping ahead to Micha. Immediately following the service, Rabbi Mas will have the L'chaim Club in the choir room. You are all invited to attend. Kiddush will be together downstairs in the lounges. Please join us. Then after Kiddush, join Rabbi Mas for Torah L'chaim around 12:45, the study group, which I believe will continue focusing on Shuva. Rabbi, is that true? What is the topic for Torah L'chaim? Yom Kippur. Okay, fantastic. So, your Yom Kippur primer, 12:45 in the choir room. If you've got Yortzeit and you're saying Kaddish tonight, services are at 6 o'clock, tomorrow morning at 9, tomorrow night at 6. Monday through Friday, Shacharit is 7:30. Of course, Wednesday this week is a little different. It's Yom Kippur. Monday through Thursday, Mincha Mariv, 6 o'clock. Of course, Tuesday night this week is a little different. 6 o'clock is the Mincha, followed by the first of our two sittings for the Kol Nidrei Erev Yom Kippur service. Kabbalat Shabbat next week will be at 5:30 as usual here in the chapel. A few other programs just to let you know about. Something called Shabbat at Home, an initiative to bring members of our community together for Shabbat dinner. If you wish to host other people, or if you wish to be hosted for a Shabbat dinner, please contact the Jewish Federation of Winnipeg. The next Shabbat at Home date is next Friday, October 11th. We're thrilled to partner with the Federation on this, Shabbat at Home. Bonnie Robinson is going to be leading our preschool play groups, beginning on October 16th and 17th, ages 2 and under on Wednesdays, ages 3 and up on Thursdays. So not this week coming, but next week in intermediate days of Sukkot. Bonnie, of course, is taking over with Leslie on maternity leave, and we wish her lots of success and a lot of fun in our preschool program with all these young kids in our congregation. Speaking of Sukkot, we had success last year with this event, so it's back. Sukkot dinner for the congregation, followed by a film night. Thursday, October 17th. We're not going to be eating in the sukkah because we anticipate the weather is going to be not so great, so we'll make the blessings in the sukkah and then eat inside, and then there'll be a little teaching from Rabbi Mas, and then the movie. We do want registration, so we have an idea of numbers. So this week, if you are thinking about that, please let us know. By Friday, Sukkot dinner and a film, Thursday, October 17th. And then there's an event in the community on the Sunday towards the end of Sukkot. That's October 20th, 2 weeks from tomorrow. It is at a maze in Corn. So we're one of many organizations in the community sponsoring this event. They do it every year, and it's a lot of fun. You can check that out. Shmini Atzeret. Okay, here's some big ones. With the next Yizkor service after Yom Kippur, Shmini Atzeret is on Monday, October the 21st, in the chapel, a 9 a.m. service. Yizkor about 10:15, and then a light Kiddush after Shmini Atzeret for those of you who want to attend. It's always a very moving service, and it features the Geshem prayer. It's kind of interesting as well. Then in the evening on Monday at 6:30, we have our evening Simchat Torah celebration, where we'll be in the auditorium and we'll unfurl the entire Torah. So you get a look of the entire Torah. This is one of the coolest nights of the year. We kind of do a little tour and we go through it. And you see all the cool spots where it's maybe written a little differently or it's laid out a little differently, and we can highlight some of the great moments in the Torah. So that's on Monday night, October 21st at 6:30. And then on Tuesday morning, referenced this before, October 27, as part of our regular Minyan, so starting at 7:30, it's a complicated service with 3 Sifrei Torah. Everyone in attendance gets an aliyah. We read the end of the Torah, and we read the beginning of the Torah on the actual day of Simchat Torah. If you've never caught it before and you've got some time, please join us, help us make a Minyan, and check out a very cool service Tuesday, October 22nd at 7:30. So lots of things happening. We want to thank people who've helped us in our service. Shelley Chachnoff at the front of the chapel. Leon Pinkovich, Alice Weissman, and Bill Weissman, our greeters. Marvin Polanski, our technical director. And then, of course, all of you for being a part of our service. Sometimes people say, oh, it's the Shabbat in the middle of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We're not going to have very many people. Thank you for showing them that they are wrong. It's great to have you all here for the first Shabbat, as Rabbi Mas said, of the new year. And of course, I want to thank Rabbi Mas as well for doing such a beautiful job leading the first part of the service. And we've got his sermon coming up. But first, the Haftarah, page 1235. Simone, please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'rotza b'divrehem hanebarim b'amet. Baruch atah Adonai abocher natorah Moshe Avdo Yisrael Amo Uvinvieh Hamet Vatzedek. Amen. Shuva Yisrael Ad Adonai Elohecha Ki kashalta בעווניך, קחו עמכם דברים, ושובו אל אדוני, אמרו אליו. כל תישא עוון וקח טוב, ונשמה עפרים שפתנו, אשור לא יושיענו. על סוס לא נרכב, ולא נאמר עד. על התנה למעשה ידינו, אשר בך ירוחם יתום. ארפה משובתם, אוהבם נדבה, כי שב אפי ממנו. אהיה קטל לישראל, יפרח כשושנה, וישר אשף כלבנון. ילכו יונקותיו, ויהי כציד אותו, וריח לו כלבנון. ישובו יושבי בצילו, יחיו דגן ויפרחו כגפן, זכרו כיין לבנון. אפרים מליאות לעצב ביבים, אני עניתי ואשורנו, אני כבראש רענן, ממני פריך נמצא, מי חכם ביבן אלה, נבון ביד העם, כי יסרים דרכי אדוני, דרכי אדוני. בצדיקים ילכו בם, ובשים יחשלו bam. Excuse me. But this is where Micah starts anyway. It's time to take this off. Miel kamocha nozevon v'over al pesha lisherit nechalato lo chechatzik la'ad apo ki chafetz chesed hu yashuv yerachamenu Yachvosh avonotenu v'tishlach b'msulot yam kol hatotam titen emet liYakov chesed le'avraham asher nishbata lavotenu Mimei kedem.
Shir kochech.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzur kol ha'olamim, tzadik bechol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer v'oseh, ha'medaber u'mkayem, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. Ne'eman atahu Adonai Eloheinu, v'ne'emanim devarecha, v'devarecha midvarecha, achor lo yeshuv rikom, ki el melech ne'eman, v'rachaman ata, baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shema.
Ha'el ha'ne'eman b'chol devarav.
Amen.
Rachem al Sion ki beit hayenu, v'la luvat nefesh toshia, במהרה בימינו, ברוך אתה אדוני.
Baruch Baruch Shemo.
משמח ציון בבניך. שמחנו אדוני אלוהינו באליהו הנביא עבדך, ובמלכות בית דוד משיחך, במהרה יבוא, ויגל ליבנו על כיסאו לא ישב צר, ולא ינחלו עד אחרים את כבודו, כי בשם קודשך נשבעת לו, שלא יכבה נרו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני.
Baruch Baruch Shemo.
מגן דוד. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על הכל אדוני אלוהינו אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך. יתברך שמך בפי כל חי תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני.
Baruch Baruch Shemo.
מקדש השבת.
Simone, yasher kochen. You're in fine voice today. Beautiful. Thank you, Simone, for chanting the Haftarah again on this Shabbat Shuva. We're going to return the Sefer Torah to the Ark. Please rise. Page 41 in the Sidur Yehalelu.
יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו. עובדו על ארץ ושמיים, וירם קרן לעמו. תהילה, תהילה לכל חסידיו, לבני ישראל הקרבות. הללויה, הללויה. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It's Chaimi, lama chazikim ba, vetom cheha meushar Well, Shabbat Shuva. You know, according to the rabbis, there are 2 Shabbatot a year that the rabbi should rebuke their congregation. Shabbat Shuva and Shabbat Agadol, Shabbat before Pesach. Don't worry, I won't do that. Instead, I'm going to tell you a joke. So, I heard about this man who was giving his friends a report of something that happened to him during the week. And said, you know, he said, I saw this man on a bridge about to jump. And I said to him, don't do it. And he said, nobody loves me. And I said, God loves you. Do you believe in God? And he said, I do. And he said, me too. Are you a Jew or a Christian? And he said, I'm a Jew. And I said, me too. are you Sephardic or Ashkenazi? And he said, Ashkenazi. And I said, me too. Are you Orthodox or liberal? And he said, I'm Orthodox. And I said, me too. He said, are you Hasidic or Mitnaged? And he said, I'm Hasidic. And I said, me too. He said, are you from Russia or from Poland? And he said, I'm from Poland. And I said, me too. He said, are you a Ger or Breslov? And he said, I'm Breslov. And I said, me too. And I said, do you follow Rabbi Arush or Rabbi Berland? And he said, I follow Rabbi Arush. And I said, die heretic. And I pushed him over. I want to talk to you today about joy in judgment. Joy in judgment. And this is something that I've been telling some people that I want to talk to you during this Shabbat Shuva, because to me, I don't know if it happened to you too, Rosh Hashanah is one of the most confusing days of the year. What do I mean with that? See, the rabbi said that in the Mishnah, it's very clear, and it's represented in some parts of the liturgy. Rosh Hashanah is Yom Hadin, Judgment Day. But then when you go through Rosh Hashanah, it feels more like Yom Tiv, right? It's pretty much like we do for Pesach, Shavuot, or Sukkot. We light candles, we eat challah, we have fancy dinners, we drink, we joke, we even dance Adon Olam, right? At the end of the service. So why does joyous spirit during what the rabbis call Yom Hadin? It's kind of interesting. Even if you think about that at that surface level, it makes no sense at all. Are you going to be enjoying such joy and fancy dinners while God is judging you on the Yom Hadin? And I don't know how many lawyers we have here, but I bet, you know, if you have to prep a client, you will never say, do that during Judgment Day, right? You will probably say, stand in front of the judge and use every minute to say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But that's not what we do. In fact, we don't even mention sin at all during the services on Rosh Hashanah. That is going to come on Yom Kippur. So what is in Rosh Hashanah? Why do we have all these joyous moments during Yom Hadin? And then I was realizing that perhaps the joy is not the detour from the day, but it's the spirit of the day. Listen to this story. I heard about this man. He was a fairly wealthy man who was planning the wedding for his daughter. And was his first daughter. He went big. He has all the best thing you can get for a wedding, and he had the best of the best for everything. And eventually, the day of the wedding, his business partner called him to let him know that the biggest investment went south. So this big thing that's supposed to happen never happened. Something failed, doesn't matter what, but now, basically, he wasn't broke, but almost. So then now this man realized that he wouldn't have money to pay for all the expenses for the wedding. And well, he decided to go ahead, celebrate a big wedding anyway. Then after the wedding, he was able to pay some of the people, but he couldn't pay everybody. And then the caterer started to phone him. I said, I want to get paid. And then he says, yeah, call me tomorrow, we'll rate it. And the other day he said, no, you know, today I can't, call me next week, and blah, blah, but eventually he has to confront him. So he said to the caterer, you know what, I'll go to your office, I will pay the bill. He goes there, and he starts talking to the caterer, he starts kind of, you know, he didn't want to address the issue, but eventually he breaks down. He looks at the caterer and said, you know what, I cannot pay the bill. And the caterer is fuming. He's furious. I said, what do you say? I said, yeah, sorry, I cannot pay the bill. But you know, if we give me time, I will get the money together and I will pay you back. And the guy said, but what? How do you say something like that? I don't even know who you are. I don't know anything about you. Then the caterer starts thinking, what am I going to do? You know, I better get to know him. Maybe he's trustworthy. I don't know. So the caterer asked him, he said, are you from this city? I said, yeah, I was born in the city, actually, but my parents are not from here. They came from Europe. We're from Europe. So, well, they came from this country, from this little town there. You may not know it, but then eventually they made it to America. And here I am. I was born here. And as the caterer was listening to where his parents, this man's parents were coming from, he couldn't believe it. And he said, the caterer said, I can't believe I'm sitting here with you. I said, what do you mean? So, no, listen to my story. He said, you know that town that your father came from? I'm from the same place. He said, when I came to America, I had no money at all. I did have one gift. I knew I could cook, but I didn't have any money to start anything in America. So, you know, a new Jew in town, the first thing I did was to go to synagogue. I started to talk to people. People were very friendly. They asked me, what's your name, where you're from, and I told them I'm coming from this country, from this town. And one person from the synagogue said, you know what? That guy over there, he's from the same town that you are. So he went to introduce himself. They started to talk about the old country. And they kind of, you know, their family kind of knew each other. They lived close to each other. And it was amazing. And the guy, the regular from the synagogue, asked this new guy, and he said, what do you want to do here in America? I said, you know, I always had a dream to be a cook. I think I'm very good, but I have no money. I have nothing to start, so maybe one day. And the guy said, you know what? Come to see me Thursday night, and let's talk about it. Okay. Thursday night, this new immigrant came back to synagogue, and the other person that was there was this man from his old town. And he said to him, you know what, you told me that you have this dream. You want to be a cook here. And you know, I talked to all the fellows here at the synagogue. We are not rich by any means, but I talked to everybody. And I got this money for you. It was a fat envelope with this money. This should be enough for you to start your business. I said, no, I cannot accept the gift. What's a gift? It's a loan. One day you will be able to repay me. You will repay me. So this man was very helpful, very thankful. He goes home. With that money, he starts a little business. That business started growing. Eventually, he became one of the best chefs in town. His reputation started growing and growing. And eventually, he was this great caterer, catering only these fine weddings. So eventually, after a few years, he had enough money to repay his debt. He goes back to shul. He found this man, and he handed him an envelope. And they said, what is this? Well, I'm repaying the debt. What is this? No, I didn't give you the money. This is from the whole congregation. Everybody chipped in for this. You know, some of the fellows, they moved to other places. Some passed away. So you can return this to me. This doesn't belong to me. You keep it. And the guy said, no, you keep it. No, you keep it. No, you keep it. No, you keep it. I said, no, you keep it. But I need to pay you back. I said, no, you know what? What you should do, don't pay me back with money. Say one day in the future, maybe somebody will need help from you. And that day, you will be able to repay your debt. I said, okay, I'll do that. And the guy said, that man was your father. And now I have the opportunity to repay my debt. Takes the bill, rips it in half, said paid in full. And I believe that Rosh Hashanah is the moment where we are in front of God. And then we realize that God has had this amazing relationship with our ancestors. Because God had all this plan for the world, right? God wanted to reveal the Torah. God wanted to reveal this amazing message. But God needed people to do the work on his behalf. So eventually we have Abraham and Sarah. And then we have Isaac and Rebekah. And we have Jacob, Rachel, and Leah, who did all this amazing work on behalf of God. And God promised to them, because all the amazing things you did for me, I'm going to bless your descendants in the future. And that's the way we start every Amidah, acknowledging the fact that God kind of owed them for all what they did, and we introduce ourselves as their descendants. And I believe this is what Rosh Hashanah is. This is exactly what Rosh Hashanah is, and that's why we feel such joy in Rosh Hashanah. If you believe that God is there, waiting for you to make a mistake, so we'll catch you, just like, God is not a speed trap, waiting for you to break the law so we'll get at you. God is a merciful God that wants to bless you. But you have to realize that. If that's the concept of God that you're going to have to do in the year, then you're going to have the most amazing opportunity to develop this relationship with God. So Rosh Hashanah is the day that we are in front of God and we say, God, I'm sorry for what I did. And God said, don't worry. And he will take our mistakes, break it in half as paid in full. That's why we celebrate on Rosh Hashanah. And then you may ask, so why do we fast on Yom Kippur? Well, if you go to the Midrash is talking about the first Yom Kippur. Why did God pick the 10th of Tishrei for Yom Kippur? The rabbis explained it this way. Said 10th of Tishrei was the day when Moses came down the second time with the second set of tablets. And remember what happened the first time, right? They were worshiping the golden calf. But they said that the second time, the Israelites, they knew that if Moses will be late, they might sin again. So what did they do? They fasted. They organized a communal fast to control the urges so they wouldn't sin again. Repentance happened even before that. So the first Yom Kippur was not about repentance at all. The first Yom Kippur was about making a commitment of having a proper life in the future. So that's what Yom Kippur is. Repentance should be done by now. Yom Kippur is when you're going to fast to let God know that for the next year, we want it to be better. And we are not going to make the mistakes that we made the past year. And not because we are afraid that God is going to punish us, because Rosh Hashanah taught us that that's not the case, but because we know that is the best for ourselves. Shabbat Shalom. Shana Tov. Okay, so let's continue with our service. Aleinu, page, I should know it by now. "44. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קונים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו ופסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, Please remain standing for the mourner's Kaddish, page 46. This week we mourn the passing of Eva Garay, and offer offer our heartfelt sympathy to Anna and Lyle Silverman and Judy and Bill Coughlin. We extend our condolences to the family of Max Marmel, Les Gilmore, Jack Cohen, Anne Flum, Ruth Bellan, Sylvia Brodsky, and Tova Yurman. This week we commemorate the yahrzeit of Lou Fingeroth, father of Rhonda Ewell, Esther Gaum, sister of Danny Hamburg, Bert Seagal, father-in-law of Morley Rip, Harold and Vera Corman, parents of Patricia Steele, Morris Vicar, father of David Vicar and Sharon Vicar, Alex Chochinov, father-in-law of Shelley Chochinov, and Bill Morris, husband of Patty Morris. Please join me in the recitation of the words of comfort, the words of the mourners. Kaddish, page 46. Itgadal ve'itgadash shemei rabah. Ve'albat tiverach hidutei ve'yamlich malchutei. Ve'chai yakon ve'yom yakon. Ve'chayeh dechol beit Israel. Ba'galah u'bizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yeheh shemei rabah mevorach le'alam u'le'omei olmaya. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי נקודשה בריחו לאלה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דעמידם בעלמה ואמרו אמן יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיא חיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן עושה שלום אמרומר ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Please remain standing for the Kiddush, page 48. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובני ישראל לא תהיה לעולם כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו. סברי מרנן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך עולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על נטילת ידיים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
One quick favor, Shabbat Shalom, if you can take the Sidurim and the Chumashim back to the tables outside, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, Shana Tova, Gmar Chatima Tova. Shabbat Shalom, Shana Tova, Gmar Chatima Tova. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bum, bum.
Yeah, I gotta get my towel stick first.
Sounds good. Marcia, she made the shoe. She's my kid sister. Okay. All right, so I'll send you card. I'll tell them to come to Shuva.
Tell him you'll see him in Shuva. That's what I want you to say.
Bethsaida or Holy Blossom?
Well, he'll tell you where he's going, won't he?
Hope so. Okay, I'll see you in a couple weeks.
You got it, man.
I won't see you. I'm not going, but they're going tomorrow.
Where's that?
We're going to be going on 2 weeks from yesterday.
Where are you going for Yom Kippur?
We're going to the second center.
How is the service there?
Coming to my grandson's bar mitzvah.
Is that what you He seems okay. Not only the first day.
Where did they make it?
See you tomorrow?
Yeah, so is that for you to register?
We'll talk about that. Don't worry about that now.
Okay, I'll just show up here at 11.
Downstairs. I don't know how to explain it. The worship is
Okay, I'll find you.
it's called the bride's room.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. I was just wondering for like some time after the.
Yeah, we should make it.
Okay.
It's not.
No, that's not going to take.
No,
Who do I contact?
me. You can set it up with me. But yeah, Saturdays, like it's good to.
Shoot you an email?
Yeah, exactly. Just if you want to have like an actual chat of significance, it's too much to try and do it on the fly.
On a Saturday or on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just shoot you an email.
Yeah, you should. I would love that. That would be great.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay. Hi, Eric.
Mom is, we've grounded her today. She's not flying for a few days now because she's got Shuva and she's kind of so that's why she wasn't, actually, she was